Good morning children. In our last session we have seen about the various ecological factors and among this we have seen about temperature, and today I am going to discuss with you another factor of climatic factors called water. You know what is water, what is the importance of water, all you know very well, isn't it? Water is one of the most important climatic factors. It affects the vital process of all living organisms, isn't it? It is believed that even life had originated only in water during the evolution of earth. Yes, of course it is correct. When we see about evolution, we can clearly understand that life originated very first from the water only. Water cover more than 70% of earth's surface. Its nature, water is available to plant in three ways. One is atmospheric moisture, another one is precipitation, another one is soil water. Okay children, so in nature plants get water in three ways. One is atmospheric moisture, precipitation and soil water. See, in the do you know paragraph you will see about evergreen forest, where it is found where a heavy rainfall occurs throughout the year. Then sclerophyllous forest, found where heavy rainfall occurs during winter and low rainfall during summer. This is a difference between evergreen forest and sclerophyllous forest, bracketed children. Next, about the productivity and distribution of plant depend upon the availability of water only. Further, the quality of water is also important, especially for the aquatic organisms. The total amount of water salinity in different water bodies are 5% in inland water, that is in fresh water, 30 to 35% in sea water, and in third more than 100% in hypersaline water, that is lagoons. Based on the range of tolerance of salinity, organisms are divided into two types. What are the two types of organism which we can divide into two types based on the tolerance of salinity are uricalin and stenocalin. What is uricalin? This is a 2-mark question. Differentiate between uricalin and stenocalin. Organism which can live in water with a wide range of salinity. It is called uricalin. Example for uricalin are marine algae and Marina angiosperm. Next, stenocalin, organism which can withstand only small range of salinity. Example, plants of estuaries. So some terminologies are there here in the table, children. See, stenothermal, eurythermal. It is related with what? Temperature. Environmental factor related with temperature. Then this already we have discussed under the topic temperature. So next one is stenocalin. It is based on the salinity, stenocalin and uricalin. Then if based on the environmental factor, habitat selection, it is stenoceous and uriceous. And water, stenohydric, urihydric. Food, stenophagic and uriphagic. Depth of water and habitat, stenobothic and uribathic. So these are the some terminologies which we are dividing based on the environmental factors. Okay children. So next, examples of tolerance of toxicity. Okay. Soybean and tomato managed to tolerate presence of cadmium poisoning by isolating cadmium and storing into, wait ma, sorry. Is it page number 114 or, yes 114. Sorry, some confusion children, that's what. Okay. Next one is examples of tolerance to toxicity here. See, some plants such as soybean and tomato manage to tolerate presence of cadmium poisoning by isolating cadmium and storing into few group of cells and prevent cadmium affecting other cells. Okay, how soybean, you will have as a reasoning question, some plants have, can have the ability to tolerate the cadmium poisoning. Justify the answer. Okay, how it is tolerate the cadmium poisoning. Okay, so in soybean and tomato manage to tolerate the presence of cadmium poisoning by isolating cadmium and storing into a few group of cells. That means in tomato and soybean they have some group of cells. In that group of cells they store the cadmium and prevent the cadmium affecting the other cells. Next, rice and Eichhornia. Water hyacinth as a scientific common name of Eichhornia. It is a alien species, that is it is introduced from other countries to our nation. So this Eichhornia and rice can tolerate cadmium by binding it to their protein, and this plant otherwise can also be used to remove cadmium from contaminated soil. This is known as phytoremediation. Next one is wind. What is wind? Air in motion is called wind. It is also a vital ecological factor. The atmospheric air contains a number of gases, particles and other constituents. The composition of gases in atmosphere is as follows: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, argon and other gases 0.93%. The other components of wind are water vapor, gaseous pollutants, dust, smoke particles, microorganisms, pollen grains, spores, etc. These are the other components which are present in the air. So the anemometer is the instrument used to measure the speed of wind. That's it. So this is about what? Wind. Hope children, no need to explain. This is like article only. We can go through it. It will be easy. Next, see the do you know paragraph. Greenhouse effect and albedo effect. Gases let out to the atmosphere causes a climatic change. Emission of dust and aerosols, that is small bodies or liquid particles in suspensions in the atmosphere, are called aerosols. What is called aerosol? The answer is in the sentences which are inside the brackets. Is the answer for aerosols. Aerosols from industries, automobiles, forest fire and sulfur dioxide and DMS, that is dimethyl sulfur, play an important role in disturbing the temperature level of any region. Aerosols with small particles is reflecting the solar radiation entering the temperature. This is known as albedo effect. What is albedo effect? Bracketed 2 mark question. Aerosols with small particles is reflecting the solar radiation entering the atmosphere, and this process is called albedo effect. So it reduces the temperature limit, photosynthesis and respiration. And the sulfur compounds are responsible for acid rain due to acidification of rainwater and destroy the ozone. So here you will have one 2 mark question. What is albedo effect and mention its symptoms, mention its causes in the environment. Okay, albedo effect means aerosol with a small particle reflecting the solar radiation entering the atmosphere. That means what? It prevent the entering of solar radiation. Okay, and this is called what? Albedo effect. Since the solar radiations are prevented to enter into the atmosphere, automatically the temperature has reduced and the earth atmosphere become cool. And when the temperature is not sufficient, it affects the photosynthesis and respiration also. This is what albedo effect and its impact on the environment. Okay children. Next, effects of wind. It is a 5 mark question you will have. Wind is an important factor for the formation of races. Of course it is correct. Causes wave formation in lakes and oceans. Promote aeration of water. Okay, causes waves in wave formation in lakes and ocean. You know, oceans you will see wave formation. This is due to the effect of what? Wind. This wave formation promote aeration of water. Then strong wind causes soil erosion and reduces soil fertility. So strong wind sometimes causes what? Soil erosion. Soil erosion in an empty bare lands, that means without any vegetation, the field is open, and when a strong wind has happened, the top layer of the soil is what? Erodes due to the high wind or strong wind, and it reduces the soil fertility. Why the soil erosion reduce the soil fertility? When soil erosion take place, the uppermost layer of the soil is eroded due to the strong wind. The upper layer of the soil consists of fertile substances. So when soil erosion taken place, the fertile substance also eroded along with that, and the fertility of the soil getting reduced, okay, and increase the rate of transpiration. Helps in pollination in anemophilous plant. Okay, anemophilous plant means what? Pollination taken place by wind is called what? Anemophilous plant. It also help in dispersal of many fruits, seeds, spores, etc. Strong wind may cause uprooting of big trees. Then unidirectional wind stimulate the development of flag forms in trees. Okay, these are the effects of wind. Next one is fire. Fire is an exothermic factor caused due to the chemical process of combustion releasing heat and light. What is fire? Fire is an exothermic factor caused due to the chemical process of combustion releasing heat. So when a combustion taken place, during combustion it releases heat and light. It is mostly man-made and sometimes developed naturally due to the friction between the tree surfaces. Fire is generally divided into three types. One is ground fire, another one is surface fire, another one is third one is what? Ground fire. What is ground fire? Which is flameless and subterranean. Okay, it is a flameless and subterranean. Surface, that is underground fire, and surface fire which consumes the herbs and shrubs. So when the surface fire has taken place, it consumes the herbs and shrubs. Ground fire which burns the forest canopy. So these are the three types of fire we can see. This is a 2-mark question, children, bracketed. So all the effects you have to learn, whether it is effect of wind, effect of water, effect of temperature, or effect of fire, whatever effect will be there, please bracket it and learn for 3-mark and 5-mark as per the number of points it has. Okay, children. First, here effects of fire we are going to see. Fire has a direct lethal effect on plants. Yes, of course. When a fire has taken place, the plants are completely destroyed, isn't it what? Burning scares are the suitable places for the entry of parasitic fungi and insects. So, burning scare on the suitable places for the entry of parasitic fungi and insects. Okay. It brings out the alteration of light, rainfall, nutrient cycle, fertility of soil, pH, soil flora and fauna. In everything it causes what? Alteration. Some fungi which grows in soil of burnt areas called what? Pyrophilus. The fungi which grow in the soil burnt areas are called what? Pyrophilus. Example, Pyronema confluens. Next, indicators of fire. Teres, it is a fern, and pyronema is a fungus, indicates the burnt of and fire disturbed areas, so they are called the indicators of fire. Next, fire break. It is a gap made in the vegetation that act as a barrier to slow down or stop the progress of fire. This is called what? Fire break. A natural fire break may occur when there is a lack of vegetation, such as a river, lake and canyon found in between vegetation may act as a natural fire break. Yes, of course, it is correct only. When in between the vegetation there is a river, lake and canyon, if it is present, it naturally break the fire in between the vegetation. Then rhydidome, it is a structural defense by plants against fire. The outer bark of trees which extends to the last formed peritum is called rhydidome. It is composed of multiple layers of superized peritum, cortical, phloem tissues, etc. It protects the stem against fire, water loss, invasion of insects, and prevent infection by microorganisms. Then Abiotic factors. Abiotic factors, the abiotic factors related to soil include the physical and chemical composition of the soil formed in a particular area. The study of soil is called pedology. So, abiotic factor, it is an abiotic factors. It is related to soil, include the physical and chemical composition of the soil formed in a particular area. So, the study of soil is called pedology. Then the soil. Soil is a weathered superficial layer of the earth in which plants can grow. It is a complex composite mass consisting of soil constituents, soil water, soil air and soil organisms, etc. Soil formation. Soil originates from the rocks and develops gradually at different rates. Depending upon the ecological and climatic conditions, soil formation is initiated by weathering process. Biological weathering takes place when organisms like bacteria, fungi, lichens and plants help in the breakdown of rocks through the production of acids and certain chemical substances. Okay, how the soil formation has taken place. Soil originate form from the rocks. Actually, one thing is that like bacteria, fungi and lichens which are growing on the rocky areas which secrete some acid. This acid erode the rocky areas and the soils are formed. This is the biological weathering which has taken place when the organisms like bacteria, fungi, lichens and plants help in the breakdown of rocks through the production of acids and certain other chemical substances also. Next, soil types. Based on the soil formation, that is speedogenesis. What is speedogenesis? The formation of soil is called speedogenesis. The soil are divided into residual soil and transported soil. What is residual soil? These are the soils formed by weathering and speedogenesis of rock. Okay, what is transported soil? These are transported by various organisms. Soil formed by transportation of various agencies, which is called what? Transported soil. If the soil is formed by the erosion of rocks or weathering of rocks is called residual soil. Then the important atopic factors which affect vegetation are as follows. One is soil moisture, soil water, soil reactions, soil nutrient, soil temperature, soil atmosphere, soil organisms are some of the factors which affect the vegetation of the soil, right? Okay, let's see one by one. First one is soil moisture. Plant absorb rainwater and moisture directly from the air, isn't it? Yes, plant absorb rainwater as well as moisture from the air directly. Then soil water. Soil water is more important than any other ecological factors affecting the distribution of plant. Okay. Rain is the main source of soil water. Capillary water held between the pore spaces of soil particles and angles between them is most important form of water available to the plants. Soil reactions. Soil may be acidic or alkaline or neutral in their reaction. pH value of the soil solution determines the availability of plant nutrient. The best pH range of the soil for cultivation of crop plant is 5.5 to 6.8. Okay. So, soil may be, some soils will be acidic, some soils may be alkaline, some soils may be neutral in their reaction. So, pH value of soil solution determine the availability of plant nutrient. Okay. Based on the pH of the soil solution, availability of nutrient we can determine. The best pH range of the soil for cultivation of crop is what? 5.5 to 6.8 is the best range of cultivation of soil crop. Next, soil nutrients. Soil fertility and productivity is the ability of the soil to provide all essential plant nutrients such as minerals and organic nutrient in the form of ions. Soil temperature. Soil temperature of an area play an important role in determining the geographical distribution of plants. Low temperature reduces use of water and solute absorption by roots. Okay. So, soil temperature of an area plays an important role in determining the geographical distribution of the plant, as like water, soil nutrient and the soil reactions. Then low temperature reduces use of water and solute absorption by roots. Next, soil temperature. Soil temperature of an area plays an important role in determining the geographical distribution of plants. Low temperature reduces use of water and solute absorption by roots. Soil atmosphere, the space left between soil particles are called pore spaces, which contains oxygen and carbon dioxide. Next, soil organisms. Many organisms existing in the soil like bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoans, nematode, insects, earthworm, etc. are called soil organisms. These organisms are help for the growth of plants. Okay. So, this is one 5-mark question, children. Write some of the atopic factor which affect the vegetation or vegetation of the plant. Okay. Next is soil profile. So it is divided into O horizon, A horizon, B horizon, C horizon and R horizon. O horizon, it is an organic horizon humus. It consists of fresh or partially decomposed organic matter. That it is divided into two, O1 and O2. O1, in the O1 surface, freshly fallen leaves, twigs, flowers and fruits are present, and in O2 regions, dead plants, animals and their excreta decomposed by microorganisms are present, usually absent in agricultural and desert areas. Next, A horizon, it is a leached horizon, topsoil often rich in humus and minerals. It consists of topsoil with humus, living creatures and in organic minerals. A1, dark and rich in organic matter because of mixture of organic and mineral matters. And A2, light colored layer with large sized mineral particles. Next, B horizon, accumulation horizon, subsoil poor in humus, rich in minerals. In this region, humus is poor, but minerals are rich. It consists of ions, aluminum, silica rich clay, organic compounds are present. Next, C horizon, partially weathered horizon, weathered rock fragments, little or no plant or animal life is present in the C horizon. It consists of parent material of soil composed of little amount of organic matters without life forms. Next, R horizon, it is a parent matter, red rock. It is a parent bedrock upon which underground water is found. So, children, when you go through this various region, you can refer the diagram of the profile of soil also, children. Soil profile, is commonly stratified into horizons at different depth. These layers differ in their physical, chemical and biological properties. This succession of superimposed horizon is called as soil profile. Next, soil types of soil particles. Based on the relative proportion of soil particles, 4 types of soil are recognized: clayey soil, silt soil, loamy soil and sandy soil. Clayey soil, the size of the clayey soil is what? Less than 0.002 mm, and its proportions are 50% clay and 50% silt, cold or heavy soil. Silt soil 0.0022 to 0.02 mm, 90% of silt and 10% sand, and loamy soil 0.0022 mm, 70% sand and 30% of clay, silt or both. Garden soil, it is example. Sandy soil 0.222 mm in size, and its relative proportion is 85% of sand and 15% of clay. It is a light soil. See, loamy soil is ideal for soil cultivation. Why? 2 mark question. because loamy soil consists of 70% sand and 30% of clay or silt or both. It ensures a good retention and proper drainage of water. The property of soil provide adequate aeration and allow the penetration of roots. That's what loamy soil is suitable for the cultivation. It's a 2-mark question. Based on the water retention, aeration and mineral content of soil, the distribution of vegetation is divided into following type. So, classify vegetation based on the water retention, aeration and mineral content of the soil. It is a 3 marks, sometimes you will have as a 2-mark question also. Halophytes, that is plants which living in saline soils are called halophytes. Psammophytes, plants living in sandy soil. Lithophytes, plants living on rocky surface. Chasmophytes, plants living in rocky crevices. Cryptophytes, plants living below the soil surface. Cryophytes, plants living on surface of the ice. And axilophytes, plants living in acidic soil. Calciphytes, plants living in calcium rich alkaline soil. So, these are the various types of vegetation which are grown based on the retention of water, aeration and mineral content. Okay children. So, next one is topographic factors. This I am going to discuss with you in my next section children. Please go through the questions available in today's topic and complete it children. We will see in our next class. Bye.